another episode. Latino entrepreneur vinyl wrap shop owner. Right now, we're on our way to the shop. We have a lot of things to do, and then I didn't make it at the gym in the morning, so we're gonna be hitting the gym afterwards. It's gonna be legs. Nobody wants to do legs, neither in the morning and neither after work. So let's get this going. Alright guys, we just got to the shop, so a few things, a little overview of what we're gonna be doing today. We have a couple of prints to do, we have some graphics to be cut out and prepped. We also have a couple deliveries, so company is picking up a truck that we did for them. A customer is picking up a Tesla Model 3 that we did a full color change. Another 22-foot trailer, it's getting dropped off for graphics. So yeah, let's get this going. So welcome guys, this is one of the vehicles that is getting picked up today. Tesla Model 3 with a full vehicle color change. We also have the Rivian. The Rivian was a commercial graphics, it was partial, so it had some logos on the door, a different color in the back with some services that they provide, and they don't want to use it anymore as a company vehicle, so we went ahead and removed all the graphics on this one. So we have to get this one outside as well. And then outside we have this big boy. He's getting picked up today. Shout out to our friends at Express Home Services. So this is the first vehicle for their fleet. We also have the food truck that is getting prepped. We're currently removing all the old vinyl that it's on there, so that needs to be removed, clean, and then prep for the new graphics. So this is for the vehicle that we're gonna be printing and prepping all graphics today. I'm gonna go over those with you guys. That being said, let's get this moving because we have a long day ahead. So now we're gonna get the graphics for the food truck. We're gonna start printing the other side. As you can tell, we have already started. This is one full site, so we're gonna move forward with the graphics preparation for the other side of the truck. This is our printer. It's a Muto ExpertJet 1641 SR. It's pretty much the same concept as a regular printer. It pretty much works the same. It uses solvent ink. What that means, it's liquid. It's not powdered, and it uses pretty much a white media. We normally use 3M IJ175 for most of our applications. We just like the way the 3M vinyl works, the way that it's applied, the way that it's handled, especially how it shrinks and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna warm up the printer. First thing that we do once we're gonna start running some prints, it's we don't jump right straight into printing the entire site or long sections without warming up the printer first and then letting it print a couple of samples or a couple of colors that we don't really need, or just like a color proof of the vehicle. It's just for the ink to start flowing through the printer heads, and then it doesn't cause any problems on the actual prints that we need. So yeah, all the time we let the printer heat up for a bit, and then we run a couple of test prints first before we jump right into the actual prints that we need. So while the printer it's pretty much heating up, and then it started doing the color samples and all that stuff, we're gonna get some graphics cut out on our plotter We're gonna go over those. So we have the printer going already. While that's doing its thing, we're gonna move to a different task. We're gonna be cutting some graphics that we need with our plotter. So this is a graphic. It's a pretty much a cutter machine. So what it does, it cuts out the vinyl. It's a pretty useful machine. It's used for pre-cuts on PPF, for pre-cuts on window tint. Also, if you want to do any type of lettering, any type of cutout graphics, things of that nature. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna load the media on our plotter. And then we already have the files set up for it. So this particular machine, it only reads vector files. So vector files are lines, so it doesn't read images. So what this reads is a straight line. So it reads the lines, let's say out of a text, it reads the lines of the letters, and that's what it's gonna be cutting. It's gonna be cutting those lines. After that it's cut out, so the next step is you pretty much take it out the machine and then remove all the excess, and then boom, that's how you got graphics. That's how you got cut out letters, cut out decals, things like that. So we got the printer running, we got all the graphics cut out. I already went over a couple of emails and a couple of requests. Now I gotta make a quick run. I gotta go pick up some stuff, rush back to the shop to take care of the delivery of the Transit, as well as the delivery of the Rivian and a Porsche that is getting dropped off. So let's keep it moving. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the files for the next vehicle of the fleet from Express Home Services. We're gonna get those ready to upload and then start printing those as well. So for our design, most of our designs are done on a vector file, and thus it helps maintain the aesthetic of the design. When you create a vector file and then you print on a large format, it makes everything consistent in terms of if you want to make it as big as you want. The design itself, for instance, the character, the logo, the names, it's not going to have any distortion. The edges, the lines are going to look sharp. It's going to have that clear definition from one color to another, because it's not an image, it's an actual line that it has the color inside. So think about it of kind of like those coloring drawings that you get at school. It's an outline and then you put all the colors inside those lines. So on the graphics perspective, when you take that vector file, since it's not an image, it's not created by pixels, when you stretch it, when you shrink it, when you manipulate the image, when you manipulate the graphic itself, it's not going to cause any distortion on it. Guys, so that's it for today. We're closing up. We're ready to call it. We got a lot of things done today. The shop, it's always busy, it's always moving, and a lot of things are happening during the day. So how do you deal with all the production and all the stress off the shop? And the main thing, it's take action on what's in your control. So if you have some control over the situation of what's happening, take action. Don't worry about the things that you can control. So worry about what you can do. The problem is already there and it's for you to solve it. So that's a quick tip for the day. Stay busy, stay tuned, stay proactive, and then check us out on the next one.